Salute, 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 salute. It's your boy Big Fruit representing that Bailey Multimedia Group and the Real Big Fruit Podcast. Y'all know what it is. It's all about THUPHORA. Lakey the Kid. Yeah, man. You know I'm going to pop in and out and give y'all some daily segments on this shit because this shit is a missile. Word to mother. This is a missile. You know what I'm saying? And today I'm going to read a little section about Lakey himself. You know what I'm saying? The turmoil, the pain that he felt and experienced when he had to sit in the can and watch his childhood friends become QBC. Everybody from Nas, Mobb Deep, Cormega, and Rapinoid. Shout out to the whole Queensbridge. Now, Lakey had to sit in the can and watch this shit go down. But while he was in the can putting it on. And he's going to explain to us how it all coincided and made QB what it is. THUPHORA, written by Lakey the Kid. The Jungle Within. As it's been said, music calms the savage beast. You can now see why music was so powerful in those savage times. Our music was different because it represented a war on American ghettos. It beat it synonymous with the hearts of soldiers who were experiencing every verse and song that came out from their part of the jungle. We loved our artists and pushed, defended, argued, and fought for with every drop of realness in our bodies. It was a badge of honor to have your hood behind you. The artists knew that all too well. Acknowledging the livest and most appreciated warrior legends was a fiber of realism that never existed in hip-hop and contribute to the acceptance that their music represented a real world. My name was carried in hip-hop by some of the greatest of all time. Being in prison, extreme isolation 23 hours a day, locked down in Kawasaki, when I received Illmatic and heard Nas shout me out at the end of One Love was powerful. Not just for me, but the whole New York prison population. Dedicating that song to me and in his words, to my niggas locked from Queensbridge and all over, sealed the deal as far as the level of realness Nas was spitting. The rage of emotions that swelled inside of me when listening to Illmatic for the first time and hearing Nas say, the good fellas, my man Cormega, Lakey the Kid, can't forget Drawers, the One Love shout out, then the rest of the whole album, I was like, yeah. Now your flag is flying high all over the jungles of America, where it belongs. From the boom boxes of every street corner to the loudmouth one-speaker cassette players that blasted on every gallery in the darkest pits of prison, which happened to be my current location. Our names were ringing. I was worn in prison for a few years, flying this Queensbridge banner, when the Thug Nation never heard of it. With every stripe I received in the gladiator pits, the regard for Queensbridge elevated. I went to Ragged Salad C-74 back in 1992. Every beastly predator of the wild was in captivity, devouring each other in madness. It was a constant savage entanglement of ascension that few rose through to earn legendary names. From 9-2 to 9-4, I earned the name for myself in the gladiator pits, which in turn made the jungles of New York acknowledge where I was from, the bridge. So from 9-2 to 9-4 up until Illmatic and the infamous, I was the force that was establishing what Queensbridge niggas was about. All the killers and young 25 to lifers that controlled the jungles of the underworld knew me. I was not soft. I was not Queensbridge nigga who was soft. However, with me becoming a beast created in the law of Queensbridge that Nas and Mobb Deep globalized perfectly. So the feeling I had when my niggas started kicking in the door was true THUPHORA. I like how you did that. So the feeling I had when my niggas started kicking in the door was true THUPHORA. These were my childhood friends doing something big and outstanding that I never thought possible. I was 1 year older than Havoc and the same age as Nas. Just turning down the wrong block could have easily had them in prison with me or victims to violent fatalities. Instead, they were exploding into stardom and evolving into a futuristic world of untold fortune that were helping to shape and mold all of the struggle. Those first albums that come out of Queensbridge in the 90s golden era were therapeutic for me and the bros from our hood because we were at war, living every verse of it. As you see, I was plagued with trauma constantly. Getting in the streets is like standing in line to ride a ravaging, ferocious wild bull. No matter how many bull riders that go before you and get tossed off into the wall, slammed to the ground, and chased off by the bull, or trampled and killed, you still want to get on. I wasn't thinking no different. I couldn't wait to ride that bull. I just knew I was going to hold it down, no matter how chaotic and brutal the ride was. When all said and done, I was going to be crowned king of the rodeo. Only thing missing was some theme music to go to the ride. Now that I had some, it was on. War, prior to me being in Kawasaki box listening to Illmatic, I was in C-74 adolescence at war. Lake. Yo, this nigga Lake. I love it. I love it. The illustrations is Illmatic too. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to the brother on YouTube who did these. He let me know, yo, I'm the dude who did all this cartoon work. That's dope. Yeah, man, there you have it. Those was Lakey words, man. I can only imagine what that shit felt like. I know how I felt when them niggas was doing it. I was happy. I was rooting for them niggas because they was your people and you was my man. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of little motherfuckers out of Queensbridge who was up in the mountains in the early 90s, mid 90s, and early 2000s that crossed my path and the red carpet was rolled out immediately. Queensbridge? No, Lakey? Alright, you good. So shout out to all my little Queensbridge boys that I fucked with, that I met with on the strip of Lake. Y'all know Big Fruit the realest. I kept shit right when y'all was with me. You know what I'm saying? That was on the strip of Lake. So Lake is a real one. You know what I'm saying? Lake is a solid one. And we all need to get out there and go support THUPHORA. You see me, I got my shit wrapped up. This shit will not break on me. I'm going to be reading this shit every day, all day. I can't put it down. I'm in my car on my lunch break reading this shit. Rapping with y'all. So y'all know it's real. This the THUPHORA is what's popping. This is the new street Bible. You got any questions about the early 90s and the mid 90s in the streets and in the prison system? It's right here. You ain't got to ask nobody. It's right here. Lakey gave it to you. THUPHORA. Written by Lakey the Kid. It's a $100 book. It's a $100 book, but it's worth every penny. And you know what? The niggas I know got $100 in their pocket. They can go out and buy the motherfucking book. Especially if your name in it. Support the nigga, man. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Big Fruit. I just jumped on here to chop it up with y'all for a quick couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know what it is with THUPHORA, written by Lakey the Kid. So go out and get your copy. Then again, you can't even go out and get a copy because this nigga ain't sending me no information. But as soon as he do, I'm going to blast off on YouTube Live and I'm going to light the city up. I'm going to light New York up and let y'all know what it's hitting for. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to light the city up with all that purchasing information so y'all can go get a copy of this book. 48 Laws of Power. Nah. THUPHORA. Recognize. Yo, on page 200, shit going to get crazy. Death Row East. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Lake ain't playing, son. I'm telling you. This shit going to get crazy. Victim of reproduction. Oh, yo, listen, man. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to enjoy my book. I'm going to let y'all niggas go. Until next time, it's your boy Big Fruit signing off. Salute. THUPHORA, written by Lakey the Kid. Don't miss out on this heat.